I'm going to walk you through the basics of selecting stitches, adjusting the stitch length, and changing the stitch width on the Husqvarna Viking Onyx 25. But you have been seeing this quilt in the background. That is an online course that we do featuring additional Husqvarna Viking accessory feet. And even though you might look at this machine and think it's pretty basic, we teach 25 additional sewing techniques, accessories, and decorative stitches in that course. And you can watch a handful of videos for free. We're going to put those links in the description below. And I have had students that have, 20 stitches, take that course, realize that how much that they actually have done beautiful ways of learning new machines and explored additional accessory feet that they never thought that they would ever want. But because this machine takes the Husqvarna Viking feet, there's so many of them that you can get your hands on and do most of those techniques. So the Stitching Cosmos course, we have hundreds of students around the world that have taken that, mastering their sewing machines. And you're going to also hear me talking about a stitch book of stitching out all your decorative stitches, and so you know what they look like. Sometimes here it's a little deceiving just by the picture they put on the little dial, but you have quite a few of them. And when you use them with some decorative threads, you're going to have a lot of fun. So check that course out. Again, the links are going to be below every description of all the tutorials we do on this beautiful machine. So let's just kind of start off. If you're looking to do a straight stitch, you're going to see that the logo, the Husqvarna Viking logo, is straight up and down, straight stitch. 2.5 is the length that would be for most sewers on most fabrics. That's where I always tell my students to start. Then that way they can make the stitch length longer or shorter as they sew. And I mean that, meaning you can turn this dial to be a shorter stitch length or a longer stitch length while the machine is running. A longer stitch length is going to be used for fabrics that are a little thicker, and a shorter stitch length when stitches on a tighter, lightly woven fabric would be better suited. There's even a picture right here of a buttonhole. So when we do our buttonhole video, we're going to be using a stitch length between 0 and 1. You're also noticing there's an S1 and an S2, and they're different colors. So S1 is kind of a blue color, and S2 is kind of a gray color, kind of sticking with the look of the black and white onyx theme that this sewing machine has. So if you are looking to get one of the stitches that is shown in blue, what you're going to do is turn it all the way to S1, and now the stitch that you're on is going to be the blue stitch. Some of these might require some stitch width. So this stitch width of this machine will go up to 6 millimeters. So you can actually just go ahead and change it. Probably don't do it with the needle in the down position. But now we have the triple zigzag all selected, ready to stitch, and it will do it exactly as you see shown as a picture. If I went ahead and went to the S2, then I'm going to get the gray version showing on any of these stitches. So each twist of the dial gives you 3 more stitches. And again, if you're looking for the first stitch, you get to pick the stitch length. You want something closer together or something further apart. If you want the blue stitch, turn it to S1, probably give it a little width. You can adjust that. And then for S2, the gray stitch, the third one, you will be able to select that. So again, back to normal stitching, go back to 2.5 of the stitch length, go back to the one at the top here, the straight stitch, and that's how easy it is. Except when you're on a straight stitch, if you leave this at 6, you're going to notice that your needle is way, way over to the left side. And that's because on a straight stitch, this is no longer stitch width, but it is needle position. So 0 means your needle is in the center of your foot, which would be what you wanted to be at if you're following one of the lines for seam allowance. But if you actually want the needle to be a further over to the side, maybe for a different seam allowance or some top stitching that you're working with, you can move it from center to left just by turning this here. So just remember that if your needle's not centered, bring it back to 0, and then you're kind of back to where we need to start. So this is the super easy if somebody in your family with little fingers comes and twists things up, and who knows where you're at, this will give you a basics of how to get everything back to normal with just a couple twists of the dials. That's how easy it is. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to stitch out each one of the black stitches, and then come back, stitch out each one of the blue stitches, and stitch out each of the gray stitches. As a stitch book, we are going to give you some basics in a video at the end here of what a stitch book is all about, how excited you could be about it, and just know that just because you see them here, they're going to look better stitched out on your machine, and you can try them at different widths and lengths. So that will help you get familiar with how to select stitches and what adjustments you can do on this beautiful Husqvarna Viking Onyx 25 sewing machine. I hope you'll check out all of our video tutorials. There's a link to a full playlist of all the videos that we have done so you can learn this machine inside and out.